Alright, welcome back to a new part of Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, as I am recording this intro, I have officially beat the game. Finally, I tell you, the ending is amazing. Can't believe I waited this long to play it on PC. I still can't believe it. So this next few parts have a few cuts in them, unfortunately. I had a weird problem with my encoder. I'm not sure what happened. The game is very demanding on my PC. I have a 3080 10GB, so I don't know. Maybe it's just getting old, needs to be replaced. I'm not sure. But for right now, go ahead and jump in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being part of my channel. If you see something you don't like, please comment about how I can do better. If you like it, or just want to start a conversation, you can just comment in the video. For now, let's go ahead and start. Thank you.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this, Aloy.
That's what I'm
Alright, we are back. So far, I'm actually having really fun with this game. I think I'm almost done. Hopefully getting close. Really wanted to get ready for Forbidden West, but I also wanted to play Suicide Squad 2 and Persona 3 Reload, so to say that I'm going to be busy is...
are harbingers of the sun's anger.
I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. We'll see. We'll see.
The Sun Ring. A proud tradition of the Carja.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least,
Give them time. I'm sure they've missed it. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
what are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
Let's see, all should be success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
And that is loud as hell. I'm gonna have to, adjust the volume a bit.
Ceasefire or no?
Wait, what's this? Oh yes, I'm definitely grabbing this. I'm surprised that they're letting me, Oh, I got it. Alright, yeah, so, really excited about playing this. Super excited. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to finish this soon.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary body feeders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
That's interesting.
Another savage.
Oh shit.
At least it's not as bad as Maria.
The whole palace is just shaking.
A ceasefire? The apostates started a war. Now they want us to sit on our hands?
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King. The light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
That's interesting.
The Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Okay. This looks safe. Come on, we got this. Okay, we're heading down. It's up to that side quest too. That looks interesting. I'm not sure if I should have done that before I did this one or.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Wait, so this is it? The point of no return? Or. Hold on, what? I mean, I kind of want to do that side quest first. Hold on, let me. Alright, I'm gonna do this. I don't usually do this. I'm gonna. Because look, I think this is the point of no return. Like, we're about to head toward the end game. I still got 1, 2, 3 side objectives to do. Because I got, like, almost all the side objectives done. I got 1, 2 of the managed points I need. I need 1 more of the flowers. I need 1 more of the Bonnet figures. Number 1. Number 2, I'm not really worried about the audio data points because number 1, it's. I don't know. It's not to the point where I feel like it's necessary. It does add to the actual progression of the game, but it's not that big of a deal. Now, I do feel like for all it's worth, I do think I need to actually, like, you know, do this. So let me go ahead and do that side quest. I'll come back here and go from there. Well, just give me 1 second. Okay, thank you for waiting. I went ahead and did those side missions. Went ahead and just tried to get everything done. So, fun fact, I had to do this mission the second time. First time my encoder overloaded and my recording was just really choppy. So I'm going ahead and doing this over again, which sucks, I know. Sorry for that. But go ahead and get started. Thank you for tuning in for this little Let's Play. Once again, I appreciate every one of you for checking out this. Let's go ahead and begin.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elisabet Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. See, by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
So no skipping so far, thankfully.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Take a look at some of these recordings again. I already read most of this stuff because like I said before, I played it in that recording, but I will say this, a lot of really cool details come out. And it is very, very cool. Oh man, it's so cool. I really wish I had played this game when I actually had a PlayStation. Just can't wait for Forbidden West. I can tell you, it's totally hyped for that game.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
And grab that. Restock or else. Oh yeah. There's a funny story that comes along with this. It's a little dark too, but you just want some tea, some cucumber mint shit. Soundproofing. Basically, they were shown something they didn't really like, and they were freaking out, basically. Just trying to get you some details.
Proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Here we start to learn the truth.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. 0 Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elisabet Sobeck to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elisabet saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Man, that was harrowing. First time I heard that, I was like, what? But it gets even worse. So much worse.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Alright, listen, we got company. I'll go ahead and listen to these audio recordings.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Interesting. Alright. Let me go ahead and do these recordings real quick.
You previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. Yeah. I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there's no limits. God There were no limits.
I think I accidentally recorded one by accident. Hold on. Get this guy real quick. The hell?
Looks like we're introduced.
Got me!
Good. We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
A lot of information.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Alright, let's move on to the next one. Counselor guidelines. Oh, like I said, I always read the stuff when I do my editing, so I kind of just scroll through very slowly so everyone can see. Most of the stuff I really want to listen to is like the actual voice acting.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, US Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Alright, let's move on to, what's this one?
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Oh man, I do have a complete breakdown. I remember that. There's more over here that I didn't get. Hold on.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
She got tired of his shit real quick. Oh man.
It is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them?
Not just people. All organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor. Please.
Tell him Tom Pate wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Oh man, that dude was pissed.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elisabet Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elisabet did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Yeah, I was super confused when I heard that the first time, because I was like, wait a minute, if Hades was there, then Hades is part of that process, then what's he responsible for? I tell you, it is not good. Alright, I'll let you guys read this. This actually contains some pretty useful dialogue, so I kind of like, basically the purpose of Elysium, as you can see here in participation at the beginning, is that these trained counselors are supposed to be working for Zero Dawn. A reward for them doing that means they get a safe haven. We'll be working twice the minimum required hours a week, but we usually work 40 hours, they work 80. In that environment, once the project's done, you live for maybe 100 years, give or take, the medical advancements. But basically, you have a choice. You can actually, stay there into the remainder of your natural lives, or you can use medical euthanasia, which basically kills you. You don't want to suffer anymore. You've done your part. You want to go out, which some of these scientists actually do, which is kind of tragic. Part 2 of that. This one doesn't really contain a lot of information here. This is just, they just basically talk about how the candidates were upset, they miss their families, they can't come, so on and so forth. Why were they picked?
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom? I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be a
atonement. See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my old man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You know... Get your hands off me!
I don't like that at all. What happened to him? Did he actually get, like, killed, or...?
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You'd grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Albert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Damn. She chose the nuclear option. Alright. Alright, so... Funny thing, I just looked this up as I was listening to that recording. Stranded Shackles. When I picked it up the last time, I played it the first time. I didn't know what it meant. Then I looked up the meaning of it and found out that it was a Kojima shout out basically.
Can't be too prepared.
I thought it was cool. I think I actually got the other item, the rare item anyway. Oh shit! Hold on.
Intruder, get her!
Nope.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Don't die now, please. Several rockets. Oh boy. Use this room as cover. Okay, let me use an arrow now. I increased my sensitivity a little bit. Actually helped out a lot. Let me look through these rooms real quick. I guess I'm gonna listen to all these recordings because they are really lore heavy.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
At least she sounds more committed now. Uh-oh, it's this Travis Taste guy.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Wow. Get a very, like, hands-off approach to that.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just let me my focus.
This is very useful, but I'm not gonna take him. I think there's any enemies down there anyway. Let me get this last recording real quick. Sorry if this is annoying, but I thought maybe some people would like some of the story as opposed to just like the action.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Okay, oh, let me scan this. Oh, goes left, up, left again, down and to the right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
The hell? Why is it upside down?
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Ass in the book. Classic. Alright. Figure this out. Let's crouch. I'm not quite sure why she jumps on stuff. Even press the A button and she does it. Let me grab this supply crate.
That should do the trick.
Okay.
Door open.
Oh, it's down first. Down first, then to the left, I think. Then it's up. That's fixed already. That's to the right. And wait, the last one's down?
That did it. Door should have power.
Now
Perfect.
to see what lies beyond it.
That last puzzle kind of like screwed me up a little bit, truth be told, in the first run, because I was like, wait a minute, is it left or right?
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Alright, we're choosing the nuclear option again. Okay, so... mark all these guys. Oh crap, didn't they see me? Damn, that hurt like hell. Alright, that's all of them. Or not. Just saw some more. Let's have some traps. Kind of know where they're gonna come from, but I'm gonna be a little more prepared. Oh, can't reach them. Hell! I want to trip my Ow. You did 8 damage. I was doing 33 the first 3 times. Really? Perfect. Alright. Yeah, really?
That's the last of them.
Oh no. Okay, okay. Yeah, you like them apples. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh no. Bad, bad.
Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
So I can lose focus. Yeah, bring your gun. No, no. Yeah.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
He is so impatient. Damn. Alright. No, I'm not stuck. Okay, good. About to say. You'd be getting stuck on the first, well, the last level. Pouch full. Let me scrap all this stuff real quick. What's through this door? I came through here, dummy. Man, alright. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Does have a horrible sense of direction. It's got some code file. Hold on. Alright, so each of those VI, which I think the AI is controlling basically, is basically
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, a Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Wait, so... Hephaestus, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, makes machines. These machines are supposed to help kind of rebuild the world. Basically making seeds, creating animal life. My question is, just like Aloy said, why are they attacking machines? Maybe it has something to do with,
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Okay, so the cauldrons were still under the control of Hephaestus, if that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I'm butchering it. So kind of... let me grab that.
These will keep.
There we go. Oh, we already got that one. Hey, we got that one upstairs. Nice.
I think this is it. Elisabet Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
Oh, it's the old bomb and break that glass. Shit.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Yep. And for a fight. I know this video is going to be long. I don't know when a good stopping place is. I'm not sure if I break this into 3 parts or not. I'm already recording like to at least an hour now. Might cut back the intro a bit. I don't want to make videos like a movie. It just
Welcome
seems...
to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji.
Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Wow, that's a lot. Sorry, no, that's kind of like, yeah, but it's just a lot. So basically, Gaia, the AI, had several, like, different tools to use to recreate the world. That was the whole point of Zero Dawn. I was kind of correct, not with the nuclear option thing, not with, like, the, bomb blowing up everything, people going into underground bunkers. That's like the plot of Fallout, obviously. Let me mark these guys real quick. When I get in there, I know I'm going to be, like, completely overwhelmed. Try, anyway. There we go. Yeah, I was kind of correct on how, like, there was going to be a giant EMP, because once they download the code, they're going to, like, shut them down automatically. My question is, what it all went wrong, and how it went wrong? Didn't make any sense why, like, Gaia would just stop working, unless she just ran out of power, maybe? But I don't think that would be the case, right? And scoot away.
Come out, where?
Nah, I'm good, bro. Gonna start. Nope. Almost had me there, didn't you? Closest one to me is right here. But nope. Thank you. I was trying to do a strike from above. Oh shit, oh shit, 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 oh shit. There we go. Let's just keep doing this. I see them.
They're still looking.
It's, Oh, wait a minute. Can they actually see me using my focus? As soon as I actually did it.
Anything out there?
Oh, I guess not. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just being paranoid.
Finally.
This guy doesn't see me at all. See if I can get close enough to him. I'm so glad I got that perk where I can actually take down bosses now. Those guys are like, they have an enormous amount of HP.
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders, look around. See if anything is left.
I got something up here, I think. Yep. Ooh, a text audio file.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Really is beating himself up. There was really no real extra option. I mean, there was nothing. There's nothing. Right. There's really no option you can actually pick. It was going to be good for everybody. People were going to die regardless. They were going to die by the billions.
To Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
I have a theory. Just hear me out. Maybe the reason why Hades is trying to kill Aloy is because he thinks that she's Elisabet Sobek. Okay, Elisabet Sobek created Gaia. Maybe Hades is either deviating from what it's supposed to do, or it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. I mean, machines are attacking people. Hephaestus, the thing that created those graziers to help make life, they're attacking humans. So maybe Hades is saying, okay, we have to stop this and destroy the atmosphere again. And maybe that's what it's doing. Or maybe it's just kind of trying to destroy Gaia. I don't know. Maybe it kind of grew AI awareness. I mean, I remember from the recording that Gaia was AI, but the rest of them were not. I guess they're just really, really high-tech virtual intelligence. I don't know. I kind of put Mass Effect in there a little bit because I kind of know the difference between like virtual intelligence and like AI intelligence a bit. Through like, you know. Oh, there we go. Hades Protocol. Okay, so too hard, and it degraded Gaia's core. By breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. So basically, Hades is actually attacking Gaia, which is not good. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. Oh, so whenever Hades was trying to destroy it during the too soft scenario, he just went ahead and just did it anyway on the sneak, which would result in like a non-stop like create, destroy, create, destroy, create, destroy. Okay, awesome. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in the protective code shell and then unseat it. Wait a minute, so hold on, so basically when the biosphere is just completely fucked and it's not gonna work, they just unseat her, Hades does his work, and then Hades lets her back in. I think? But who's gonna be responsible for putting her back in the command position? What if Hades doesn't want to relinquish control? Oh, you know what? That might be it. That might be it. That's why I'm like, you have to read some of this stuff. Got to. It explains so much of the story. No, it's just like movie, whatever. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Okay, we'll talk. So, alright, sorry for that cut, guys. My encoder overloaded again. I don't know what's going on with this thing.